Here are the most recent deaths in the national news, as reported at Legacy.com in the second week of May 2026. I'm your host, Linnea Crowther. I'm the news editor at Legacy.com, where you can read full obituaries for most of the people featured in this video and leave your own condolences on their Legacy page. For those of you who watch our videos every week, I want to let you know that my Legacy teammates will be helping out for a few weeks while I'm on a brief leave of absence. You'll still hear me later in the video when we share this week's memorial anniversaries. But first, here's my fellow editor, Steven Siegel, with this week's headlines.
Kyle Loftis, founder of the street racing brand 1320 Video, died in May 2026 in Nebraska at the age of 43. The cause of death has not been announced. Loftis was known for the popular 1320 Video YouTube channel, with coverage of street racing culture and custom cars that drew millions of viewers. He's being remembered as a well-liked ambassador for motorsports, car modifications, and legal street racing. Hall of Fame baseball manager Bobby Cox, best known for his long tenure with the Atlanta Braves, died May 9, 2026, at the age of 84. Cox was a four-time Manager of the Year and the fourth winningest manager in Major League Baseball history, racking up more than 2,500 victories over the course of 29 years. He is remembered for leading the Braves to 14 consecutive division championships, including a World Series victory in 1995. He was inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 2014. Emmy Award-nominated actress Jennifer Harmon died May 9, 2026, in New York. She was 82. Harmon appeared in over 100 episodes of the beloved soap opera One Life to Live, playing the villainous Kathy Craig. She also starred in the television drama How to Survive a Marriage, appearing in all 334 episodes. She's also being remembered for her long career on Broadway, which spanned 6 decades and included productions of The Deep Blue Sea, Barefoot in the Park, and many others. Italian race car driver Alex Zanardi, who also had a later career as a paracyclist, died May 1, 2026, in Padua, Italy, at the age of 59. Zanardi was a kart and Formula One racer who won 2 kart titles and 15 races before a crash took both his legs in 2001. Less than 2 years later, he was back on the track, and was eventually honored in the Motorsports Hall of Fame of America. He's also being remembered for his transition into paracycling. Zanardi devoted himself to the sport, earning his way to the Paralympics in both 2012 and 2016, and winning a pair of gold medals at each. Wheelchair athlete Bob Hall died April 12, 2026, of complications from pneumonia while in hospice care in Cambridge, Massachusetts. He was 74. In 1975, Hall became the first ever wheelchair champion of the Boston Marathon, a feat he repeated 2 years later, convincing the Boston Athletic Association to formally recognize wheelchair racing as an official division of the event. He's being remembered for inspiring countless other wheelchair users to pursue athletics, and for being the catalyst that led to wheelchair divisions in dozens of other marathons. His work earned him entry into the Adaptive Sports Hall of Fame. English actor, author, and director Michael Pennington died May 7, 2026, in Denville Hall, London, at the age of 82. An accomplished stage actor, Pennington was the founder of the English Shakespeare Company and the author of 10 books, as well as an honorary associate artist of the Royal Shakespeare Company. He's also being remembered for his Star Wars role as Moff Jerjerrod, the commander of the Death Star in Return of the Jedi. Film critic and author Rex Reed died May 12, 2026, at his New York City apartment after a period of declining health. He was 87. Known for his scathing reviews and unapologetically blunt opinions, Reed's 6 decades as a film and culture writer with the New York Observer and many other publications won him both acclaim and notoriety in the entertainment world. He authored 8 books of film and pop culture criticism, and his frequently sharp-tongued column, Talk of the Town, was a mainstay in The Observer. Major League Baseball broadcaster René Cárdenas died May 10, 2026, in Houston at the age of 96. Cárdenas became baseball's first full-time Spanish-language broadcaster when he made his debut in 1958 with the Los Angeles Dodgers, and he was part of the first Spanish-language World Series broadcast the following year. He's also remembered for helping the Houston Astros create baseball's first international radio network in 1966, which helped spread love of the sport to Central and South America. Basketball player Brandon Clarke died this week in Los Angeles. The NBA announced his passing May 12, 2026. The cause is being investigated. He was 29 years old. Clarke was a forward for the Memphis Grizzlies, where he played 7 seasons and made the all-rookie first team in 2020. The Grizzlies are remembering him as, quote, an outstanding teammate and an even better person. Retired basketball player Jason Collins died of brain cancer at his home in Los Angeles at the age of 47. The NBA announced his passing May 12, 2026, on behalf of the family. Collins played for the Nets, both in their New Jersey and Brooklyn eras, as well as several other teams during his 13-year career. In 2013, he became the first active player in NBA history to come out as gay. He's being remembered for helping to inspire a more supportive environment for gay players in professional team sports. Actor Donald Gibb died May 12, 2026, in Texas after a long illness. He was 71. He was best known for playing Ogre, the beer-chugging fraternity brother in the 80s comedy Revenge of the Nerds. Gibb is also remembered for his role as Roy Jackson in Jean-Claude Van Damme's Bloodsport series, and for a long tenure on the HBO sitcom First and 10. Former NFL football player Charle Young died May 12, 2026, at the age of 75. Young was a 3-time Pro Bowl player who took home a Super Bowl ring with the San Francisco 49ers. He also played for years with the Philadelphia Eagles and was team captain of the Seattle Seahawks. He's also being remembered as a USC alum who was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 2004. You know, one of the most fascinating things I've learned working at Legacy is that more people are living to 100 than ever before. We see hundreds, if not thousands, of obituaries published every year, honoring Americans who've lived through a full century of history. Like this 101-year-old great-grandmother from Oklahoma, who was one of the millions of women who went to work in America's factories during World War II. and was honored with the Congressional Gold Medal in 2024 for her service. Like this 104-year-old Florida woman who was 95 when she finally achieved her lifelong dream of riding a motorcycle for the first time. And like this pediatrician from Washington, D.C., who became a distinguished leader at Howard University, where her legacy includes the design and construction of several major hospital and research facilities. You can find their life stories and many more at our new memorial honoring loved ones everywhere who lived to be 100 at our website, Legacy.com.
In addition to featuring current deaths in the news, Legacy.com also honors the lives and legacies of notable people who died in the past. Here are some of this week's anniversaries. 5 years ago this week, actor and comedian Charles Grodin died at the age of 86. Best known for his droll, deadpan screen presence, he starred in Midnight Run opposite Robert De Niro and charmed a generation of families in the Beethoven film series. 10 years ago this week, actor Alan Young died at the age of 96. He won 2 Emmy Awards for The Alan Young Show in the early days of television and later achieved enduring fame as Wilbur Post, the amiable owner of a talking horse on the classic sitcom Mr. Ed. 14 years ago this week, singer Donna Summer died at the age of 63. The undisputed queen of disco, she dominated the charts with hits including Hot Stuff and Last Dance, won 5 Grammys, and was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 15 years ago this week, professional wrestler Macho Man Randy Savage died at the age of 58. One of the most popular performers in wrestling history, he won multiple World Heavyweight Championships and was posthumously inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame in 2015. Comedian and actor Bob Saget would have been 70 years old this week. Best known as Danny Tanner on Full House and as the original host of America's Funniest Home Videos, he died in 2022 at the age of 65. Actor and filmmaker Dennis Hopper was born 90 years ago this week. He co-wrote and directed the countercultural landmark Easy Rider in 1969 and earned an Academy Award nomination for his comeback performance in Hoosiers. He died in 2010 at the age of 74. Wrestling legend Andre the Giant was born 80 years ago this week. Dubbed the 8th Wonder of the World, he headlined the record-setting WrestleMania 3 and is remembered by cinema history for his role as Fezzik in The Princess Bride. Andre died in 1993 at the age of 46.
Every week in the United States, flags are lowered to half-staff to honor the lives of Americans whose communities are mourning their loss. Here are the most recent half-staff memorial flag honors. Flags across the nation have been lowered in honor of Peace Officers Memorial Day. Flags in Louisiana have been lowered in honor of the 8 children who lost their lives in a domestic mass shooting in Shreveport. Flags in Washington have been lowered in honor of former Supreme Court Justice Carolyn Dimmick, former Supreme Court Justice Richard Guy, and former Supreme Court Justice Charles Wiggins, who all passed away in 2025. Flags in Nebraska have been lowered in honor of World War II airman Robert A. Kuchel, whose plane was shot down over Nazi-occupied Poland in 1945. His remains were finally found and identified in 2025. Flags in Wisconsin have been lowered in honor of Mung Lao Veterans Day.
You can read more about the lives of the people featured in this video on Legacy.com. Follow Legacy.com on Instagram and Facebook, and subscribe to our channel on YouTube to stay up to date on national news deaths.